Hello friends, Kulbir here in Vancouver today. I'm heading to the South African High Commission, or it's called the Consular Office, whichever one of the two. It's at 1075 West Georgia Street in downtown Vancouver. So if you're around in Vancouver area, please consider to come there. We'll do just a basic signage protest there and create an awareness of what is happening in South Africa. South Africa, look it up if you do not know, and if you feel that it's nothing to do with Canada, we are all mistaken. First of all, look up what's happening in South Africa. Now, some of you might say, what does that have to do with Canada? What does a conference in Carleton University in Ottawa have to do with saying diversity in South Africa? What about the lecture out there? What's that have to do with Canada then? If the real safety and the life of the people around the world is not a Canadian agenda, then why is the university, are they so uninformed that they do not know what is happening in South Africa to the predominantly to the white communities out there who are settled there since generations? I think there are about 4 million people out there, and even the other communities, anybody who doesn't resonate with their basic narrative is targeted today. Their dogs are being killed, they themselves are being murdered, their farms are being taken, and here there's a lecture going on diversity in South Africa. What a hypocrisy. If this has nothing to do with Canada, then what is our global affairs department have to do with Canada? This is a mistaken, this is a myth. This is a wrong thought that things and the affairs around the world have nothing to do with Canada. I'm sorry, we need to grow up, because global affairs Canada has to deal with all the international matters. That is what any nation's global affairs or foreign affairs or external affairs has to do. That's what it's meant to do. That's why it's there. So guys, look up South Africa genocide that's happening, or call it killings. We don't want to get into the word the politics of the word genocide or killings. The point is the killings need to stop. And the African National Congress, they are basically, it's their government there these days, so they need to have a nice image around the world, and that's only possible if we stop killing people and we behave as sensible human beings working together. The same people, the communities who live there in South Africa, can be actually responsible for creating a nice GDP of your country. Make South Africa great again. That should be your narrative. Not just racial discrimination against the non-blacks out there. That's what's happening right now. Use those communities, use the people out there for creating a great South Africa. We'd love to see that. Here in Canada, we'd love to see South Africa growing up. We'd love to do that. So please consider involving everyone for economic activity. Stop this nonsense, this third world nonsense of killing people and taking the land from those communities. This needs to stop, and the world needs to rise up to make sure that South Africa does not commit all these kind of things. They're part of United Nations, they're part of Commonwealth, and if this is what they do, I think we all, at least at the grassroots level, we need to stand up and protest against what's happening out there.